Hey, how are ya? Boy, do I have something to show you. Okay, look how excited I am. There it is. Heart canvases. Like, are you kidding? Shut up. Shut up right now. I will also say that this is before Valentine's Day when I filmed all this, obviously. And now it's after Valentine's Day and I've sold these things that I'm making. But we'll get into that. Here's some flat canvases, okay? At this point, I don't know what I'm doing with them. And then an idea struck, okay? Also, here's some yarn. I needed more yarn for a blanket I was making. I love that. I love working with it. I love how it feels. I love it. So here, the idea has been formed. I'll link the TikTok. I saw this TikTok of somebody. It wasn't a flat canvas, it was just like normal canvas, and she was making it like a love letter. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to make one with flowers all over it. So that's what I'm doing. And when I went to the store for the heart canvases, I found these flat canvases. I don't know, they spoke to me. I think it was my subconscious telling me that I needed to use them for love letters. Didn't realize it yet. And then I got home and I was like, love letters. So that's what we're doing. How many times have I said love letters? A lot. So here we are. They're very hard to open, but we work through it. I think it's fun at the back of these. They have like a little spot for your name and the date and your signature, and I think that's fun. I don't really know why that's there, but I think it's fun. Anyways, here I am moving my tripods. Don't need that one. That one's for journaling, and I needed it too, and when I want to make vertical videos. But I needed that spot for my camera tripod. Here I am opening my big tub of white paint and mixing some brown in there. I sure am, because I wanted these to look kind of old. And again, I don't even know what a letter looks like to be an envelope. This is an envelope. So I looked up a picture of an actual envelope and I said, all right, lines go here, lines go there. Got it. And then I just decided I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm just going to let the music play while I do the backgrounds of these. I'm doing them like a cream color because that's the vibe. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So here I am, as you can see. I did the cream background and then I'm obviously going to outline this with pen later, but also I didn't really know that. I started this without a plan, but I added brown to the edges, did some little shadows, made it kind of look old, and I just wanted that texture on there. And because you know I love texture, I do. And it ended up to where They kind of took me forever because I just kept going back with the colors back and forth. And I didn't want a stark outline of the brown, but I also wanted it there somewhat. So, yeah. Are we to the flowers now? Okay, I'm choosing the colors. I kind of based the colors off my love story bookshelf and my love story floral book design themed colors. Yeah. And I'm adding a heart because that's a love letter. It's a big old heart. And then I'm adding the little blobs for flowers. Does this make sense? No. Does a lot of my art make sense? Not fully. It's art. We make it up, you know? So, yeah. It's either this letter is overgrown with flowers, or it's just it's a envelope with flowers on it. I don't know what to tell you. I was very excited about it. I still am. I think they're really fun, and I just love that. I just love the idea. So I'm adding the leaves, a nice soft green. I did kind of. I don't like red, but that's the closest I'll get to red is adding pink into it. But I wanted those Valentine-y colors. But then I added the light blue. So I think that's pretty. I just love all the soft colors. And then I added a darker teal / dark green. Just kind of blobbed that on there on the others. So, and I love this what's the word? It's not coming to me. Step. I love this step of the painting with the outline because it doesn't really matter. I can fix it later with the outlining. I can just throw paint down and fix it later. Now when it comes to the outlining where I have to fix it, then that's why that's not my favorite part. I mean, I help myself out in this process, obviously. I don't do anything crazy, but sometimes I'm like, it doesn't really matter. And it's obviously faster to do. Anyways, that's obvious. This one I decided to do just a cluster of flowers in the middle and then some little around it. And then I did the darker teal as the base leaf color. And yeah, I did vines kind of overgrowing the sides of the envelopes too, like they're coming out from under it. So I guess they are overgrown. Also, I wanted these to kind of go together. I don't really know why. I did 3, and this is the 3rd one, and it's my favorite one. Because look at this. I did a little wax seal. And I also had to look up what a wax seal looked like, but it's basically a blob with the edges are like, you know, all piled up. So I did that, and it's so cute. Look at it. And I added flowers to the sides over here, and I couldn't decide. I guess I kind of like, what if I just leave the flowers here and leave that open over there? But no, it's boring. And in this one, did I do the? Yeah, I didn't do blue in the last one or this one, which is interesting. But I love the coral color that I added in this one. And here they are going to dry on the shelf. They're very flat, so it's hard to pick them up. But we figure it out. And there they go. And we're back. This is the next day. Or whenever I finished them. And also, this whole time I'm videoing with my phone too. Oh yeah, there it is. Did I mess it up? No. I'm using the Micron pen to outline, which at first I was like, oh, these are better than paint pens. And because, I mean, they're smaller, which I liked, so I could get more detail in a little bit. But they weirdly ran out. I guess the texture was hard for them. They actually did worse when I was doing the gouache paint. They actually lasted fine. No, they didn't for this one. Maybe they did. And obviously for the first one, it was fine. But it just started running out, and I'm like, what? Come on. I wasn't even using it for that long. But I just kept. I had to buy new ones. Like halfway through this, I ordered some, and then I was like, I need some now. So I went to the store. But yeah, and then I ended up for the other ones. I ended up doing some more that I just used paint pen on because these got to be annoying. And I'm just loosely scribbling my way through the painting as I do. I kind of like outlined the brown lines that were already there. And I just kept going with the flowers. But I'm gonna shut up and let the music play. Let the music play. Is that even a song? Everything's a song to me. So I ended up finding more of these canvases that I had. These are actually 5x7. The other were 4x6, I think. And yeah, I found them on one of my shelves where I had bought them a million years ago, and now it's their time to shine. And here's Ella. She came to hang out with me. I love her so much. Also, I am totally guessing where the center of where the center of the painting is, and it's not probably the center, but as long as it slightly looks like the center to my eyes, then it's all good. Plus, I cover it up sometimes with the seal or the heart or whatever. But it was making me laugh looking back on this, because I hate penciling things in. I really do. And I'd rather it look imperfect than I don't know, worrying so much about it. I mean, I want it to look good, and it does. I just guess. And now we're at the office, and I decided to do some on some watercolor paper, and I'm doing a watercolor love letter right now, which is fun, and I'm just doing the background of these like a mixed. It was like a light tan color. I just mixed it with water until it covered everything. And yeah, look how fun. Now it's kind of crazy. It's like, this is a love letter. It is paper. It is a letter, but it's the envelope. So it is what it is, but it's not. It's almost like an envelope, but it's not. Anyways, here I am. Oh, I guess that was the background for a different one. I was letting that dry, and then this one I decided to go in with the flowers. Because, with watercolor, you can't layer. I don't know how to... I mean, it's not the same as with paint. I mean, acrylic. So I laid down the flowers first, just to make sure. And then these are fun colors, aren't they? They're kind of... I added in that yellow. I want to do some purple. And I let that dry, I guess. And now we're on to a gouache one. And I did the background pink. This is one of my favorites, and it's still sitting there. I'm looking at it on the shelf right now. Did it not sell? Oh, that's sad. I may keep it. I may take it down. I did like a burgundy-ish red outline. There I am, guessing and hope for the best. That's also with the outline. I'm able to just do what I want and then fix it with outlining later. That's also why I don't. I just go for it. And then look at all these bright pinks. I did a bright pink, some mauve colors. I did a heart in the middle. And then look at this aqua. Wow. I used to use this color all the time, and I haven't in forever. I forget about it. But boy, oh boy, does it pop with those pink colors. I love it so much. And now we're back to this one. I did pencil this in. Interesting. See, you never know with me. You really don't. And I just outlined it like that. And I'm using the Micron pen again. Sorry, I got distracted by a text. And look at that little baby flower. On the others, I ended up loving adding the black, just outlined greenery. I mean, it's not greenery, but the vines around everything. I liked how it tied everything together, so I did that with this again. But it just needed something. It needed something to pull it together, and it needed the little leaves. Everything was kind of the same size, so it needed more. I mean, I did have they are different shaped somewhat, but the flowers, but anyways. But that's what I do. That's what I just kind of look at it and figure out what it needs by just looking at it way too much until I'm like, what does this even mean? What is it? It doesn't even look like anything anymore. Just kidding. No, that is somehow how it goes. Sometimes how it goes. But, okay, I'm gonna shut up. watching back me, also I'm doing some backgrounds for some other ones. I don't even know if I did anything with these. Sometimes I get in the mood to paint backgrounds and I do. Also, I'm dipping back into these without washing off my brush, or just at least, and you know what? Like, you get to a point sometimes where you say, you know what? It is what it is and I don't care. And these colors are gonna mix together because I get annoyed. Anyways, here I am back in the art room, and these are the backgrounds, from earlier. Those are dry now. And now I'm doing some pink flowers. I decided to go for all pink, and then I did light blue leaves on that one. And then this one, I'm mixing some colors together. I did another seal, and then I did that darker burgundy color, and then the lighter. I love that middle, medium pink color. I did some teal leaves. We love to see that. It's like a lighter teal than the first time. And these are the bigger 5x7. Oh, look at that purple. Look at the lavender. Oh, look at that. Ooh, what lovely colors. Oh my goodness. Oh, and look at that. I'm like discovering this again with you. I forgot. Also, this one's sitting in my shelf right now too. Still on my website. And I did some blues, some teals, some mints. Mint. It's not really mint, is it? Because it's not green. I was gonna say mint green, mint blue. And then another one where I did the darker colors. With these, I just added the flowers everywhere. And now we're outlining. I decided to just do paint pen because I don't have the patience. I don't know if you saw that last one I was doing here in this spot with the micron pen. I was fighting for my life at the end of there. It was doing great, and then it just stopped working, and I was like, I don't think it didn't do great on the, oh my gosh, I just, gouache, on the gouache texture. I don't know. But eventually I just and then none of my other pens were working, so then I was like, what do I do? And then it just started working again out of nowhere, and I was like, well, all right, cool, thanks. But yeah, I'm using the paint pen. Worked great, of course. And sometimes I like paint pens. I hate on them a lot. But this one was doing great, so I'm thankful. And I decided to add gold. Okay, that's great. And the edges were kind of rough, and it's like a slight edge. And so I just used the gold paint pen and did that. I ended up doing that to all of them because I didn't paint the sides of. I didn't think about them. And I don't like thinking about the sides of paintings. And this one technically doesn't have sides, so I didn't think I thought it'd be fine. But then I was like, no, I feel like it needs like something. So then I did this. I outlined these in all gold, and it looks magical. It's great. So there I go. So with that one, I did the gold outlining and then the black on top. But then that other one, I decided to keep just gold outlining. You know what? I take it moment by moment, deciding what I'm gonna do with each one, and that makes sense. It didn't really need to be said. But I ended up doing a little mini Valentine's restock with these. There really wasn't a ton in there, but that's already passed. But like I said, there's still a few up on the website, originals and a couple of the letters. And I still hope to do. I said that the main February restock was book themed, so I need to get back to that. Yeah. I actually looked up the original bookshelf painting. I posted that on February 2nd. Tonight I'm gonna post it. I redid the voiceover for it. And I'm gonna post it again. It's anniversary. I mean, I'm late, but still. And then I hope to do more book paintings. But here I am back. Look, I'm using the brush micron pen, and that did a lot better than the normal ones. But also, yeah, I don't know, it's fun. And then I was doing the edges of this, and I was adding some gold vines and leaves, because that ties everything together. We've been through this. And I also made prints of some of these. Not these last few, but the original 3. Especially because they match. And I made them to be together. Oh, look, there they are. Hey guys. Before I sold them, I went back. They don't have gold on them, but I still liked the look of the gold on the edges of them. And there's no good outro to this, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to you now, and hope you had a decent time here. Love you, K. Bye.